Hey guys, well, I had some time, so I thought why not take some of your questions. The last video I made about shortlisting the universities, so maybe you have questions in that regard, or maybe IELTS, or maybe A1 exam. If you have anything like that, just shoot, let's discuss. Hey guys at gaming, nothing, it's just holiday. Hey Anandu, hey Srinidhi, and I have some time. Hey Nisarg, hey Wahid, Kundan, Nizar, Ishav, Sal, Ganesh. Please tell about the scope of instrumentation in Germany. Oh, weird. क्या हाल है मैं IRCTC की ट्रेन में भाई सही है Please make a video for ECE students. Yeah, Irfan, like I told you, it's still up. Whenever I find somebody, I will make the one. Mayank, what's up? What was the message? I mean, I don't really like to reply personally on WhatsApp because, there are a lot of people asking questions, so it's better if you just discuss in the groups. Minimum gate score for getting admission in Masters in Electrical. Pratik, the thing is, GATE and GRE, they are both like, okay, GRE is something that they can compare because a lot of students give GRE, but GATE is just something that they use as a threshold for your university entrance. So it doesn't matter if you have, I don't know, like 2000 rank in GATE, or maybe if you have 1 lakh rank in GATE, it doesn't matter, they wouldn't see that. Thanks, Ayush. Jose Thomas. What are the requirements for Masters in Mechanical Engineering in Germany and the German language procedure test, required GPA, etc.? Oh, a lot of questions. For this mechanical engineering thing, you can even go to that video I made with Prayag. I mean, we covered a lot of questions at that time too. And this required GPA is nothing. Nobody will tell you what the required GPA is. But what we generally say is if you have more than 8, it's good. What is the procedure? German procedure test. Well, you just go to the Language Institute's website, and there they will have this brochure or this form which you can fill out for the exam registration, and that's it. I mean, you just go, take some pen with you, and like write the exam. What about electrical engineering in Germany? Electrical engineering, IT, CSE, all of these software fields, they are also really good in Germany. Scope is awesome. Don't worry about it. What's the scope of environmental engineering? Again, environmental and renewable, both fields are really booming in Germany. So if you're thinking about opting in any of these, it's not a bad idea. Farman Bhatti, University of Jena is good. Farman, you should go and check out the CHE ranking for the exact course that you want to do. Otherwise, it's really hard to say how University of Jena is. Maybe there are some bad courses that they have, and maybe there are some good ones. So it really depends on you which course you want to go for. Nisarg, how is KIT for Masters in Mechatronics? How much percentage do we need? What profile do we need? I don't specifically have this profile for this KIT only. But again, thanks for reminding me last time too. I forgot to attach this document for Excel sheet. If you want to look at the profiles for like what kind of students get these jobs, or I don't know, what kind of students get admit to what kind of universities, you can go to the live session 1 that I made. In the description, I have attached this Google Sheets file, and there you can go. Please don't delete everything. like, or anything. Just see the information that you need, and yeah. Alrighty, a lot of questions today. Well, I'm excited. All of you guys again joined me here. I lost a track right now. Just a second. Where was I? I was at University of Vienna. Okay, perfect. Nisarg, I already replied to your question. Hey, I have applied to UniAssist for Technical University of Berlin in Chemical Engineering. IELTS 6.0 is sufficient. No, Devankan, IELTS 6.5 is good. 6.0 can result in some problems because not every university accepts 6.0, but 6.5 is something that every university is okay with. Shashank Krishna Prasad, how long do the universities in Germany take to send a reply after I apply? It actually really depends from case to case, because maybe there are some universities which, I don't know, receive 3,000 applications for 30 seats, and there are some universities which just receive 100 applications. So of course the time it takes really depends, but generally you can always think that 4 to 6 weeks is the time that they can take to give you a rejection or an acceptance letter. Stranger, how much did it take you to learn the language? How much time? I think I would really say it's somewhere around 6 to 8 months. I mean, it really depends on what kind of strategy you're using for learning the language. If you're doing it regularly or you're doing it on weekends, all of these things play a huge role in what time you will take to learn the language. Neelam Sharma, hi Bharat, I'm doing self-study for German. Can you please tell me how much time it would take me to prepare B2 level? Thank you. Neelam, the thing is, it really depends on how much hours you put inside rather than, if you talk about time, you should always talk about how much study hours. Well, I don't know about the study hours. I think that is something that you can even look online, because they always write for A1 exam, you need to take, I don't know, 100 hours of German learning. If you want A2, 200, 400 hours, just check online. But generally, I would really say B2 level, you can make it in 6 months. That's what the language schools in Germany do too. They will take, I don't know, 6,000 or 7,000 euros from you, and they will take you from 0 level to C1 level in 9 months, which is something that you can do on your own too. Because just look at it like this. You have so much time that you will waste from going to one university to the other university. I mean, from home to that classes and then coming back, and maybe the pace at which they are teaching is not really your pace. So there's a lot of time waste, and the transmission of knowledge is not perfect. But if you're learning everything on your own, you can really regulate all of that pace, and you can save a lot of time like that. So I really think if the language schools can teach you German from 0 to C1 in 9 months, like, why cannot you do it on your own too? There's everything on YouTube. Everything is online. And then Parth. Hey Parth, what's up? Who was Shashwat? Parth and both are here. When is the next collab coming with you and Parth? Well, Parth, whenever you got time, just let me know. Let's do it. Alrighty. Where's everybody? Hello, Ish, hi, Bharat. I have to tell my name, Bharat. Vivek, yes, your question. Some test stuff. About some test stuff. My exam is on 16th November. Vivek, what I would really suggest is, I don't know if you have already purchased that book for TestDaF, but it is extremely helpful. They have so many different kind of sample passages. go through it because they're really important. And most of the times after you keep doing those reading, hearing, and like this speaking part, you will start seeing a pattern. Every single question has a fixed format. So there are not a lot of chances where you can be surprised. So if you get a feel for it, like do it once, do it twice, do it thrice, because the pattern is almost same. And also just remember, I mean, when you're doing the TestDaF exam, especially for reading, they don't expect you to understand every single word. No, they don't expect you to do that. All they want is that you get the sense of the complete passage. That's it. And I mean, if you can buy the book and if you have the time to practice it, do that too. AK, hello Bharat, what is scope for MS in digital marketing and MS in finance? I mean, if you're looking for MS in digital marketing, like definitely go for it. Why not? Because these days, everybody is looking for people who can do stuff online. They're looking for Facebook, digital content management, they're looking for their own websites. And I mean, every startup has a website. So digital marketing or digital content management is a field which is not going anywhere. Swetang Sharma, why civil engineers get low salary in Germany? Swetang, the main problem is that, I mean, in general, for civil engineers, when all of these contracts are done, you know, the Bauherr, what is Bauherr? Like the construction firm gives the contract to the architect gives the contract to the consultant engineers, which are civil engineers. No? So in all of that process, there's not a lot of cut left in Germany because all of these cuts are regulated by law. That's why civil engineers, they just get paid less most of the times because of how the regulations are here. Like everybody has a cut. Like architect takes 10%, this civil engineers take 10%, this takes 10%, and so on. Any idea about computational science engineering? Sorry, Srinadi, not so much idea about computational science engineering. Shubham Maheshwari, please answer when, why, and how you changed from structural engineering to international industrial engineering. Shubham, it's like they changed the name of the field again. It's called International Management and Engineering. And they changed it, like, I don't know. I mean, they changed it. They were earlier calling it industrial engineering. I changed it because structural engineering wasn't really fitting because it was just too many calculations and they were like, I don't know, you had less things to do with people and more things to do with just by yourself and I don't know, going through books and doing just dry calculations. So yeah, that was it. And when did I change? I changed from structural to international engineering and management this summer semester. That means I applied, I gave the application on 8th June or something, and the deadline was 15th July. This is something that you guys should note. It's always like for summer semester, the deadline is somewhere around 15th January, and if you're looking for winter semester, it's somewhere around 15th July. When is covered? Why I told you, because structural engineering, first of all, the pay is really less, and I mean you learn so much, you study so much for 6 years, and afterwards, if you're just getting paid 3,300 brutto, brutto is like when the taxes are not cut yet, and when the taxes get cut, you get even less, maybe 2,300, 2,500 something. So I mean, it doesn't make sense. Rather, I don't know. I mean, choose fields where you have more scope. Now, after doing this international management and engineering, you can go to some banking sector, you can go to investment, you can go to so many different fields. And how it's the exact same process of how you apply like on the first time. For TUHH, it's really nice. You don't have to send any single document as a hard copy. everything happens as soft copy. So like you just upload all the documents, you don't have to do anything, no notarization, nothing. So just upload all the documents and then they will check it. They don't even ask for your CV because they want to just keep themselves focused towards how much the work experience is and how much your grades are. That's it. So that's how it works. It's the exact same process. It's the exact same process how you do it like the first time. For internal students like who want to shift from one course of the university to the other one, it's even easier. So that was not a problem for me. And this is also something I can suggest to everybody. Like if you're coming to Germany and you're coming to a course which you don't really like, now you can always change your university in your first semester, in your second semester, but not in your third semester. You can change your university up to second semester. So if you came here in some university where you really don't want to study, you feel like, all right, this university is not for me, then you can always change. Maybe you come to TUHH, you feel like, oh, Aachen was so nice, or I hear so many things about Aachen or Munich, then just go and shift there. All right. Kesha Webel. Hello, after completing B2 level German from Goethe, is it easy to do management program from state universities? I mean, from the language perspective, understanding. Kesha Webel, I mean, I have C1 right now, and it's still a bit difficult for me. But I mean, it is not something that you will not be able to understand, or you will, I don't know, lag behind in the class. It's not, sorry, it's not that extreme, but you definitely have a better understanding of the subjects and you can talk to people normally. I mean, think of somebody who can speak at IELTS level 5.5 or 6 maybe. That's how the starting is here. Rajdeep Mishra, does 12th scores matter in Bachelors? I don't think so because when the student colleague is over, you have to write a test in the end, and this is something which decides in which fields you can go afterwards for your bachelor's. So 12th scores don't really matter. Is there a job scope? Is there a job scope for automation engineers after the masters? Definitely, Daneva. I mean, for now, there is a huge scope for automation engineers, automobile engineers, people who did this airplane Flugzeugbau, airplane construction, something. Yeah, for them to. I mean, there's a lot of scope. So people who are doing mechanical shouldn't really worry about it. Neeraj Patki, did you give GRE? No, Neeraj, I saved my money. Didn't give that exam. Adi Ghadge, can mechanical engineering choose renewable energy and engineering or environmental engineering? Adi, it really depends from course to course. Some courses definitely like mention it exclusively that okay, you need to get this many credits in this subject, this many credit in this subject. Yeah. So if you are from mechanical engineering and you cannot show that you have done maybe 12 ECTS in structural engineering or structural analysis, maybe some of it might be important in environmental engineering. Well, I don't think so. Maybe wastewater management would be necessary. So yeah, if it is mentioned, then I don't think you have a lot of chances. Wow, gamers and musical channel. Hi, khas question. Svetank, anything about RWTH Aachen course for structural plus MBA in disaster management? Svetank, for that I would really write to the tutor of those courses. There is a contact person which will be a professor for that course, and there's always these tutors who have done masters and are working as assistant researchers or something. So you should just write them an email and ask them how the job opportunities are and so on. Yum, 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 yum. Which university, Chirag Randeria, which university offer masters in petroleum engineering? That doesn't have specific information. Chirag, I don't know about petroleum engineering. What would be petroleum? Just a second, let's go to the screen. It's an interesting question. I will get to know about it too. Petroleum is benzene technique, maybe. Let's figure out. Master benzene technique. What else could it be? Let me figure out. Petroleum engineering. What would it be? Technique. All right, let's figure out if there are some universities with it. All right, you have something from TU Clausthal. Yeah, and Rohstoffingenieurwesen. I think it will be something which you might look at too. This one is from Austria, but it's Bachelors. So where was the question? I've completely forgot the name. Yeah, but I mean, whoever was asking for this petroleum engineering, please just, translate it to German, then figure out what term it has, then write masters, and then try to figure it out. Because it's really possible that maybe those courses are not yet available in English language. Maybe you have to do it in German if you want to do it at all. Shubham Maheshwari, is there minimum requirements for changing the course while studying the first or second semester, like any GPA criteria? No, Shubham, it's not like in India, like in Bachelors, that you have to be the topper in some field to change your course. Doesn't work like that. Bharat, say about instrumentation engineering courses and job opportunities. I've done structural engineering. I can't really talk about instrumentation engineering right now. I mean, if I get to know about it from somebody, for sure. How to assess progress in German? Any test series you would recommend? Leonardo, what I would really suggest you is there are a lot of free tests online which tells you which what? Yeah, which really tells you what grade or what level you have right now. You have A1, A2, B1, B2, whatever grade you have. So I think just maybe search for German placement test and see which tests come out and just give the exam and see where you are. Bharat, how did you find Germany overall? Shivam is asking. People often say that Germans are reserved and not so friendly. How's the overall experience living in Germany for Indians? Shivam, I mean, I've never seen anybody who complains that they're living in Germany and it's not so friendly for Indians. I mean, everybody that I've known till now, they're happy, they're all right. I mean, Germans are reserved. I mean, I would agree with that, but it doesn't really disturb you somehow. Karnati Shravani, you mentioned that 3,300 euros is very low. So how much is the good pay with respect to you? Karnati, I would really say that 4,500 euros or 4,200 euros is something that you can consider a decent pay after your master's. Sagar Tiwari, how is data I've only heard good things about it. Can't tell you more. Nandigam Venkatesh, Bharat Bhai, tell me about the job opportunities for electrical MS students. Hmm. Uh, I mean, in general, I know that for electrical, for CSE, for IT, for all these software industries too, and for mechanical, Germany has always been a nice place. Uh, I have gotten into TU Berlin space engineering program. It's costing 18k euros. Considering it's TU Berlin, is it worth it? Akash, please go and check the CHE rankings. I mean, 18,000 euro, it's insane amount of money. I don't know if you maybe you want to go somewhere else, but considering it's space engineering, I mean, I was in this conference once, which was International Association for the Advancement of Space Safety, and there's so many different kind of companies came. I think, which one is it? Lockheed. Yeah, Lockheed came there, and then even this European Space Association was there, Airbus was there, even Lufthansa was there. There had been a lot of different kind of companies which come to these kind of conferences. So, and they're looking for people, like that is the nice part. So if you think it really is worth it to spend 18,000 euros, then do that. But otherwise, in your case, I would be really skeptical. If it's something that you would really feel like doing even like 10 years from now, then definitely go for it. Don't worry about the money. But if you're not so sure, write to the professors, write to the tutors, figure out if it's really something that you're looking, if it's really something that you're imagining that, okay, this is the exact same thing that I want to study. Dhruvil, is it possible to do a startup after masters? What are its visa requirement? Dhruvil, I mean, I'm starting. I started this website. I mean, for doing a startup, the main requirement is that you are able to work self-ständig or like freelancer as a freelancer. It's still not a freelancer because in Germany they make a specific difference. People who do some professions can work as freelancers. People who are in other professions have to register a business, like even when you're doing this startup. So if in your residence permit it's written Erwerbstätigkeit gestattet, then you can do your startup, and that generally means after you're done with your this studies and you have the work permit and you're working on the side, you can open up a startup. Inspire MAS, bro, tell me about job career of operational research scientist. I mean, it's a really specific question. Inspire MAS. I would really write to some universities where they are having these kind of courses, or I don't know, yeah, and ask them. I mean, I don't know about it. Leonardo, Alina's Hindi, I don't know. My parents just came today, so I was busy making a vlog, but I really hate it. Like, it's been 1 year and I cannot find the right hairdresser. Yeah, that's why I was a bit skeptical, and otherwise I would have made a complete video about, like Alina talking to them with Hindi, but yeah, it's still at a basic level. Nothing to worry about right now. Varun Kumar, does master's education is fully research oriented from starting of the semester itself? Varun, it really depends from one course to another one, because right now, like the course that I was doing earlier, it wasn't that much research oriented. The one I'm doing right now, I mean, like it's also not research oriented, but some courses are. For example, the environmental engineering course, which is in TUHH, they ask you to perform some lab experiments on the side or do some projects, blah blah blah. So it really depends from the university to university. So just figure out some courses or figure out some universities where you really want to study and write to the professors there and see, okay, if you really, if you really want to do that thing. If you don't, then just leave it. For HEMA P, for every PhD candidate with Germany universities scholarship. Huh? Is that what? Is that true? I don't understand the question. HEMA, I mean, if you're looking for scholarships, just go to the DOT website and there's a scholarship data bank. I think I showed you guys last time too, but let me do it again. DOT scholarships database. And then I go here, and then I will go doctoral candidates. I will go to India. I cannot go to India, so I have to scroll down. And subject, well, no restriction. And let's figure out what kind of scholarships you have. Here, you have all the scholarships, and now this part you have to do it yourself, of course. I mean, I cannot tell you what kind of scholarship you should apply for, because this is something you have to invest time and you have to figure out like there are 33 results, and just check which kind of scholarship suits you. Sanat, hi Bharat, just have one question. Coming to Germany on job seekers visa for finding a job and finding a job in Germany from India, which one is better? Sanat, I would 100% recommend you to take a job seekers visa and come to Germany, because nobody is interested in hiring somebody or even like spending time in something, somebody whom they cannot get to know in real life. It's just like a long distance relationship. Like most of the companies don't want that. So if you're here, it's easier for them to make an appointment with you and like talk about you with I don't know, their expectations, what you can offer, what they can offer, and stuff like that. Arvind S. Bro, have you applied for your new semester ticket? If we lose ticket, is there any chance of getting new semester ticket? Yeah, of course, Arvind. I mean, you just have to pay 10 euros or something. It really depends from university to university. In some universities, for example, this Hafen City University, you have to pay around, I don't know, you have to pay 80 euros for that semester ticket, and that's too much. In TUHH, you have to pay 10 euros, but it's just a paper. They just print out the paper and that's it. That's valid. Sneha Punacha. I have scored 65% in Bachelors of Engineering. I have done a couple of internships. Will I be able to get into a good university? Please reply, Bharat. Thank you. 65% is low, but like I was telling them that, you can just come to Germany in any university, and then even afterwards you can change your course. And you can let your credits count for the new course too. And most of the times it's possible, but you will really have... Jumanji. Abrar. Yeah, it's all Alina's, this pillow collection. I wasn't up for it. It's too much now. Any good German movies we should watch? German movies and good. Wow, that's like very difficult question. I don't know. I would just pick up any movie on Netflix and I would put the audio. YouTube talent. Hey, did you play guitar? Yeah, I mean, I play guitar. I started playing in first year of my bachelor's, I think. But yeah, I rather play fingerstyle rather than proper this strumming. I don't like that. Uday Alam. Can I apply for MS Aerospace in German universities after doing bachelor's in electronics? Can you? I mean, like I told you before too, I mean, you will really have to check it out. I cannot really tell you. Sometimes, some universities are really open. Then they will let you apply for the aerospace program, even if you've done in mechanical engineering. I mean, I think for mechanical, it's always easier to get into different fields. But electronics, I wouldn't be that sure. I would really write to the university where you want to do the course and ask them about it. The universities, the professors, they are really helpful and they will reply to you. Don't worry about it. Svetan Sharma, are you in first semester? I mean, technically I'm in third semester right now, but this is the first semester of my new master's. Naveed Ahmed, hi Bharat, I'm studying MSc Biomedical Engineering in Germany. I would like to know some facts regarding the job market prospect situation of Medizintechnik in Germany as well as the salary scale. Naveed, I don't know how I can tell you about it. I mean, the best thing you can do is go to that video where I talked about different salaries and follow the steps that I told the people there and figure out the same thing for Medizintechnik. Or maybe, yeah, do that. I mean, otherwise I can check here too. Just a second. Let's do for Medizintechnik. I mean, it's really simple. Okay, so they're saying from 38,000 to 59,000. So let's take an average of 50,000. How much would be 50,000 by 12? That will be 4,200 something. And for the job scope and everything, you can keep reading, like everything is there. Come back to the normal thing. Hi Bharat is giving GRE necessary to apply for automotive engineering. If I don't have any job experience, all are saying that we should give it due to increasing competition. I mean, look, when the university hasn't written that GRE is not necessary, then they will not take a look at it at all. They don't care. If it's not written in the admission requirements, they will not look at it. So I don't know, it really depends on you. I wouldn't really do it in your situation. Abrar Khan, how important are research papers while applying to universities and the weightage of SOP? Abrar, SOPs are really important. I mean, SOP can make like the single-handed decision of your application landing into a trash bin or like actually getting an admit. I've also written an article about it on the website, like this www.bharatingermany.com. You can go there and you can check it out. Arvind S, can you say any tongue twisters in German? Well, I don't really know, but let me see a tongue twister. Fisches, Fritze, Frischt, Fische, Fische. Frische Fische, Fisches, Fritze. Alright. Wo bist du bewusst? No. Just looks weird. Anyways, I think we should make a video about it sometime. Sounds interesting. Do engineering marks matter for MS? Of course, Vipul. They do matter. What is the cost of Audi cars in Germany? Ramirez, Google. Google will tell you everything about it. Aryan Kumar. Hi Bharat, please tell me, can I take admission after completing BSc in computer science? Yeah, of course. I mean, why not? Right. Anil Reddy, Sunny Komu. Hi Bharat, tell something about renewable energy jobs. Anil Reddy, the only thing I can tell you is there are a lot of jobs here for renewable energy, like wind energy especially is picking up a lot of pace these days. So you can go and you can check about it on the internet. I think they can there's definitely more information there than what I can tell you about it. ADK, hey Bharat, can you give some information about obtaining a driving license? Do we really have to give up our Indian license even if we have two-wheeler class in it? That's a difficult question. I mean, generally, you don't have to give up your Indian license. Um, Let me ask Alina if she knows about it. Alina, do you know something about if we have to like give away our Indian driving license, or
Why?
if we want to get a German one? I don't think so, right? I mean, they give us back.
They give back?
Yeah, I mean, they give it back. It's just for, I don't know, for some, what? Some office work or something. It's just for a temporary basis in their office. Otherwise, you get it back, and you have to like properly apply for a normal driving license. The Umschreibung thing doesn't really work. You know, they say like you can transfer your Indian driving license to the German one. You still have to write the theoretical test. You still have to take some practical classes. Like, you don't have to take all of them, just one or two. Like, yeah. So you still have to invest a lot of money. It's not that easy. That's the one reason why I had to drop that idea, because it is costly. And then you have to pay insurance when you're driving the car. So you have to pay insurance for the car, you have to pay insurance for yourself, when like for the person who is behind the wheel. In that case, it was just Alina, and if it was me too, then I don't know, it wouldn't have really made sense. Gamer Lord. Wow. MS in Automotive System and Transport course is taught in English at Technical University in Berlin. Yeah, nice. I mean, then do it. After pursuing masters in Germany, is it possible for the student to apply for a job in other countries? Shruti, I mean, of course you can apply, but it is always the same case. Most of the times, the universities who are more regionally based, they like to pick up students who have done the bachelor's or master's in the same country. The same applies for US, the same applies for Germany, for France. So, of course, you can apply. I mean, German education is known everywhere. But I don't know. I mean, it could be risky. It would definitely be more risky than when you apply for the same jobs in a German company. Did you learn German? Abhishek Kumar is asking. Did you learn German before coming to Germany, or you came to Germany and then learned? Abhishek, I learned German before I came to Germany, but I didn't go to any language school. Did it on my own. Well, Hassan Rizvi, like, I don't know, it's not a question about not replying to a Pakistani student. Uh, Give me a proper question, I will reply to you. I mean, questions are questions. Hey Charlene, Grüße aus Hamburg. Is Germany best for PR after PG course because it has lower cost of studies and more part-time jobs compared to Canada? I have to choose between Canada and Germany, so please suggest. Hardik, the thing is, in Canada, you know, you can call your parents afterwards. Like, when you have a permanent residency or when you have a citizenship, you can call your parents. In Germany, you cannot do that. So I don't know if it is important for you or not, but this is something that you should definitely consider. And regarding permanent residency after post-graduation, I think you get that in 3 or 5 years or something, and in 7 years you can apply for citizenship. Aditya Yalruta. Hey, will it be a problem if my college doesn't mention backlog on my transcript? Not at all, Aditya. Most of the universities don't do it. My university didn't do it. It's just a simple paper which shows different kind of courses that you attended, the credits that you gained there, and the end credits for everything. Yeah, Hassan Rizvi, I want to know about BA or BSc program. How can I apply? Hassan, you need to go to the website for DAD Pakistan and you will find more information there because I cannot really help you with the BSc or BA program. Most of the times you always have to do this Studienkolleg, and yeah, I mean, then you come to Germany, then you write an exam, then you apply for bachelors, and so on. You can go and check out the videos for bachelors in Germany to, yeah, to just clear these doubts. Leonardo 121. Education fee Germany versus India. I think in Germany it's cheaper for masters. It's just 84,000 euros for your complete studies. Like, you don't have any tuition fee. The only cost that you have to take care of is the semester beitrag or the semester contribution. Sagar Toraskar. Bharat, to get job in IT field in Germany without doing MS, but by only A1, A2 level certification, is it possible? No. A1, A2 is nothing. I mean, most of the times, the people who are working in IT, they don't even require German. Most of them can like get by with simple English. But I would really suggest, if you want to make your chances stronger of getting a job here, you should think about reaching B2. Definitely, like, I wouldn't say that you go anything below it. B2 is the minimum. Prabjit Singh. Hi Bharat, I'm looking for MS in finance, but no one here is recommending me Germany to do so, and says there is no scope for management in finance in Germany. So now I'm looking forward for Ireland. Prabjit, the thing is, I mean, if that was true, I wouldn't really throw myself down a well. Like, there is scope for finance and management. That's the only reason I'm doing a course which is international management and engineering. If it didn't have any scope, well, I wouldn't be there. Mandeep Gupta, please confirm if coming on job seeker visa, how soon can I get the job in HR? I mean, how can I tell you that? It really depends on the company. I mean, maybe they give you an interview soon, maybe they don't. So yeah, it really depends on that. Leonardo 121, is your website up and running? I mean, you can apply for these private sessions. I mean, you can buy the products, so it is functional for sure, but it's still not at the level where I want it to be. Hello sir, you promised me to do a video regarding study in Germany versus France. When will it come up as video? Tamujit, I will put it up as soon as I have somebody who is ready to do that video. I mean, most of the time, nobody's getting out of these videos, I mean, they take out time, they do it, but what do they get out of it? Nothing. So that's why most of the people don't agree for these interviews, or I don't know, unless it has something for them too. Guysot Gaming, can we work part-time normally while doing STK? STK is Studienkolleg, right? I think so. I mean, Yash was working part-time and he is doing his Studienkolleg, so I don't think it is a problem because you are on a student visa, so that means you can work. You cannot, however, work when you're coming for just a language course. That's a different story. Ritik Gupta, Android developer job in Hamburg. I think if you search the exact same thing on Google, you will find more results than I will show you. Adi K, are you a football fan? Which is your favorite team? Sorry, Adi, I don't watch football. Not a football fan. Or any other sport for that case. Alina said it already. Don't have time for that. Bhavya Sharma. Hi Bharat, I have a low CGPA of 6. How can I improve my chances for Masters in Mechanical Engineering? I'm in my 3rd year right now. Bhavya, if you're still in your 3rd year right now, I will definitely recommend you to start learning German, because in German courses, it doesn't really matter if you have a low score, because they see, okay, this person is an international student, so it will be nice to have some international students within the course. So If you have low score, I always suggest you to go for German speaking master programs than English speaking ones, because English speaking have too much competition. So yeah, 6 is too low. I don't think it will be advisable for you to go for an English speaking course. Padma, what is your question? Like, I skipped it, it didn't show. Aditya Raj. Hello Bharat, please tell me, is master free in Germany, and how can I get free master's degree in Germany? Aditya, MBA is not free in Germany at all. You have to pay for it, and you have to study these in private schools. And also, MBA is just a 1 year master's program, whereas this proper like Wirtschaftsingenieurswesen or this Masters of Engineering and Management, it's a 2 years master's program. So you need to do more research about it. You will not get a free MBA degree in Germany, at least. Hey Madhav. Dun, 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 dun. Tanmay Dalikar. What is the weightage of work experience in relevant field? Thanks. Tanmay, the thing is, I mean, many universities like TUHH doesn't ask for your CV. TUHH doesn't ask for anything at all. They just ask for your bachelor's grade, and they ask for how much work experience you have. They don't ask for your SOP. They don't ask for your letter of recommendation. They don't ask for anything. So in that cases, I mean, work experience can even have a weightage of almost 40 or 30%. It really depends from university to university to this admission committee to admission committee. So I mean, I cannot give you one single answer here. Vinod Biradar, does a year gap for grade preparation matter while applying for masters? Vinod, as long as you're able to how do I say, as long as you're able to formulate the reason why you did that thing, why there's a gap in your CV, it is never a problem. You should have an explanation for that. That's it. If you don't, of course, then it will be problematic. Guys thought gaming, if I do 20 hours a week part-time, can I survive with that income alone? Well, actually you can survive, but would you have so much time? I mean, I'm working 10 hours right now, and I already feel like losing my mind these days because it's too much. The workload that you will have in your universities will be a lot. So I wouldn't really suggest that your whole planning is based on just this single thing, that you will be working for 20 hours per week and you will, I don't know, get it away with. Shaunak Nandi. Hey Bharat, do you have anyone pursuing MS in biomedical engineering? Please, it would mean a lot if I could actually talk to him regarding some issues. So, if anybody who is watching this know about anybody who is doing biomedical engineering or ECE and is interested in making a video on YouTube, please just write to me and let's do a video about it. A lot of students are looking forward to it. Aryan Kumar, Bharat, how much I have to pay for MSc in computer science, and which is the best university? Bharat, Aryan, the thing is, this pay or this fees doesn't depend on what kind of course you're studying. It depends on just which kind of state you're studying in. So, for example, in any state in Germany other than Baden-Württemberg, you just have to pay 84,000 Indian rupees for your complete masters. I mean, in some places it's even less. So this is the fees that you have to pay just for your universities. Then otherwise the other costs which can come around are like, I don't know, 500 euros per month for your house rent, for eating and all that. So then you can just multiply it with 24 because 2 years at least, and then I think you will find all of your numbers. Oh, how good is power engineering in RWTH? Ayman, I cannot really tell you. This is something you should write to the tutor or the professor who is teaching power engineering in Aachen. Ayman Khan, how? Okay, it's the same question. Jesse James, test stuff possible in 1 year? Definitely, it is possible. Um, Rohan Khandekar, I am a final year student of Diploma. So my primary and secondary schooling total will be 13 years. Do I have to do student colleague? Rohan, for bachelors, the complete for bachelors, the admission requirements are that either you do student colleague or you complete 1 year of your bachelor's in India. So, I mean, I don't think your diploma will be sufficient to go into bachelor's directly in Germany. Bazil Sayed, there is English program in bachelor. Yes, Bazil, it is. There is. I mean, even TUHH offers one for computer science students, and it's in English. Difference between public university, Adi Ghadke is asking, and private university, like cost of education, job opportunities. The major difference is public universities don't charge you any tuition fee. Private universities do charge you tuition fee. Job opportunities don't really differ that much. I mean, like I said, people rarely care about which university you're from, as long as you have done a lot of things along the side. Hey Binoy, Girish Gauda, hi Bharat, could you please tell me about Eurasia Institute in Berlin? Girish, I don't know. I mean, from the people I've heard, it is a major ripoff, but they do help you afterwards for applying for bachelors and stuff. But I really think if you want to come to any other language school just to study German, because that's the exact same thing you will be doing in Eurasia too, you can do that. You can just come to any other school and, do your German, learn your German. It might even be cheaper than what you do in Eurasia. Is B2 level required for TestDaF or C1 is required? Jesse, I would say a low B2 level can get you 12 points or 13 points in TestDaF. You want something? Yeah, I'll be done. Yeah, so low B2 will get you around 12 to 13 points. If you have a strong B2, it can get you around 15 points or 16 points. With B2, C1, like low C1 level, you can definitely get more than 17 points. Shivam, you're asking something. Hi Bharat, please help me with ECTS. I did BCA 12 plus 3 with 76%, but no credits are mentioned on the transcript. For example, for LMU, they require 180 ECTS. How many ECTS would I be having after 3 years? Please help. Shivam, please watch the video I made about the BCA course with Kaushik Sadhu. He also did BCA, and right now he's studying in Stuttgart, and he's doing a course related to computer engineering. So please just go to my channel and search about this BCA 3-year program, and you will maybe find most of your answers there. Shriram, bro, please suggest some supportive technical institutions, cause you have told about how German people are reserved and kind of thing. Sorry to ask, but would appreciate your view. Some supportive technical institutions. Shriram, I don't understand what the exact question is. Rita Gupta, coding bootcamp in Germany. Well, I think you have to find it. Binoy Rajesh, hello. Aerospace engineering in Germany. I think I already answered this question. Maybe you can rewind the whole live session and see where I talked about it. Um, there are a lot of there are a lot of companies in Germany, and there are a lot of these organizations which work towards space safety and I don't know, I mean, policies regarding it and stuff. So uh, I don't think it's a bad idea. It's definitely good. All right, guys, we have 10 seconds left. So I think that's it. Let's wrap it up today. My parents are here, so I don't know how many videos I can make for the next 2 weeks. But whenever I get time, I'll do one. Also, whoever is listening, and if somebody doesn't know about these things, you can go to the website and we have these Facebook groups where people talk about different kind of things and just exchange information. So if you're interested in you want to become a part of that group, just share information, ask questions, tell about your experience, do that because it really helps everybody, and then you don't have to get ripped off from consultants. I mean, 25,000, 30,000, it's just extreme money, right? So come to our Facebook groups, join our WhatsApp groups. We are running, I don't know, right now we're running 10 or 12 WhatsApp groups. Do that. I think it will be helpful. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.